Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And the finish! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Lovely feet. Oh, what a mistake! And it's Messi. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Baresi. Change of plan here, perhaps. Belgium have the chance to go the other way. Messi, and he's in on goal. Romario. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Stood up well to him there. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Costa Curta. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make. Tries a shot! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Saka did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van der Ven. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Xabi Alonso. Looking for options for movement. Haaland. De Bruyne. And that's really well manoeuvred. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this,
Just
and
a
at
quick
half-time,
request today for
it's
everybody
1
to
each.
please kindly remove any
Well, the
cars
scoreline
parked on the road
indicates
outside
a
the
pretty
stadium.
tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. Belgium get the ball rolling for the second period.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Costa Curta. Van de Ven. He's got the shot away! Mbappe! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Belgium go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Now it's Messi, and it's Romario. Beckenbauer did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
80,953.
Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Messi. And Messi!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Has a go! He won't be happy with that one. Out of play for a throw. Van de Ven. Here's Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. Alonso. Alonso! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Romario. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Belgium surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Just eases him off the ball. Otto got a long way forward to join the attack. And the pass is intercepted. Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
That pass has been well intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Xavi Alonso. Milan finding their passes.
There will
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Played into the middle.
Been there, done that, unfortunately.
And that's that. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen, so... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well, played right into his path.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. And that was very necessary. And here's Romario.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Odo. Oh, played through for the wide man. Messi. Koundé with the clearance. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. Iniesta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ronaldo in. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cristiano Ronaldo really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Van de Ven. Alexander-Arnold. Xavi Alonso. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Iniesta. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Romario. Rabiot. Now it's Kane. Cristiano Ronaldo. Kane. He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's an excellent interception. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he's away. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Nistelrooy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with the corner, there first. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And it's Salah. Some good work on the right flank here. He's shifting through the gears here. Xavi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Messi. Messi gets flagged offside. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So there was the first half.
Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Brilliantly cut out. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. And the volley. And that is doing no harm at all.
Arsenal certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Substitution for Milan, number 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Chouameni looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big header!
The attendance for this match was
denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Iniesta plays it short. Belts one. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Wriggles his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good read, needed to be. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Rabiot. Chouameni. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That looks a cracking ball. Can he put it away? And he hits the net. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's all.
Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And it's Van Nistelrooy. He won't be happy with that one. And no, that was never going to make it. Chouameni very much into the last knockings.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Cleared without complication. And here's Messi. Messi! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite.
And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Well, little question that this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. A San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The action has already started. Milan cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Now it's Mbappe.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little.
Mbappe! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Paris Saint-Germain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Tchouaméni can get it clear. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. He's going for goal. Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're at it again in double quick time.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan are Robson! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Messi. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Interesting ball. Romario has it in a wide position. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Tchouaméni, and it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the... Robson! Sticks it away! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
The goal scorer for Milan after 42 minutes is number 22, Brian Robson.
So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Strokes it back. Mbappe! Mbappe!
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Maradona. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Casillas trying to keep this in. Mbappe finds himself offside. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. It's a throw-in. Camavinga. Guti. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, here's a chance! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Odo. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No way through. And he's in on goal. Camavinga.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support...
Messi! That's been drilled forward. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Beckham, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's half-time here. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0.
Final whistle today.
Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the net. Here's hoping for them.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 7, Mbappe. Number 14,
There's the start of the second half.
Guti. Number 4,
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Number 24,
Always onto this, and he welcomes it in. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Messi. Brazil can't breathe again. Just the goalkeeper's a beat. And the shot! It's in! And finally he has breathed life into the game! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He was one way, only to fox him back in the other. Very nice.
substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well.
And Romario! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Great ball if he can get there. And claimed it back swiftly. Baresi makes the interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Costa Curta. Costa Curta gets it away. And here's Romario. Maradona charging forward, the ball at his feet. Khomeini gets a foot in here. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Xabi Alonso. Robson.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Maradona. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robson. Xabi Alonso.
Milan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Picked out brilliantly. And that should get the job done. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We have already started here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brescia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Stoichkov! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. That pass isn't the best. Bellingham gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Stoichkov. Engages and forces off the ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. So it is still 0-0. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. Opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Baresi. Now Otto. Xavi Alonso. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got the shot away! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goal, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Vardy is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, what has happened here? He's one-on-one, and the shot! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Alexander-Arnold. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. There's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are back underway. Vardy. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's it, taken off him. Alexander-Arnold has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Sight. And they are cruising away.
How do you look back on that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're away here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's quick to get it clear again. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many to derive his leadership for these people. Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and the ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal, Milan! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's the works. Well cut out. Margin for error there at all. Messi. And it's Xabi Alonso. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. He is through here. Like ball, that's right.
And he was there to get a vital touch. I think he's done great there, but we and he it.
Here's Messi. Van de Beek. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough to this point, and the score is 1-0. That's Kane's pressing move. Bellingham! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. He's got a shot away! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Moved on forwards.
If they want to they can win. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That is a great look out.
There will be 1 minute added.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the 0.
There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan leading 1-0 at break. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
The goal scorer!
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that it wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked him off instead.
That has certainly made this interesting. I'll look
simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Retrieve. That's momentary. He really is being given no time to think on ball now.
Yeah, no, they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, and they're going to need to have a reaction from here.
Next on the road. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It has to be. Otto. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their substitution. He's looking to everyone.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Remaining, sit out. Oh, he's the ball. Oh, and a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could be the winner.
So, third corner of the game.
Substitution for Milan. Number 10, Messi. Number 13, Chouameni.
Next goal critical. Well, a goal away requires seal. Well, crossing from the moment, nothing. Messi.
Wonder if that's it, but there may be more Peter for a late team.
Has been indicated.
That wasn't the greatest of balls. 2 minutes to add on. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Special presentation featuring our
Well, after all of that, Jim,
today.
what are you thinking?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.